med sjanse, spør alle hva jeg gjør da. Jeg hitter kløden som om hver dag.
Er spricht Italienisch, Englisch und Deutsch. Mario arbeitet als Kellner. Let's start together. And don't forget to pause and repeat after me. Leonie und Ben sind auf dem Weg nach Hause.
Was machst du morgen Abend?
Morgen Abend arbeite ich lang. Ich habe ein Meeting.
Okay, schade. Was machst du am Freitag?
Am Freitag gehe ich mit Katrin ins Kino. Und dann gehen wir ins Abgebrannt.
Abgebrannt? Das ist ein neuer Club, oder?
Ja, genau. Es ist total cool da.
Was machst du am Samstag?
Am Samstag gehe ich mit Lisa ins Klein und Süß. Das ist ein neues Café in der Meierstraße.
Schade. Du hast gerade keine Zeit für mich.
Doch, natürlich. Wow, this was already a lot. Let's repeat that, okay? And don't forget to make breaks to go over it again. So let's continue our dialogue. Kommst du mit ins Kino? Wir schauen Verliebt in Berlin an.
Ein Liebesfilm? Nein, kein Bock.
Kein Bock? That's not really colloquial language, but everyone says it. It means just, nah, don't want to. Kommst du mit ins Abgebrannt? Wir tanzen die ganze Nacht.
Ein Club? Nein, kein Bock.
Was hast du am Sonntagabend vor? Gehen wir auf ein Konzert?
Sonntag habe ich nichts vor. Ein Konzert? Ja, warum nicht? Ostkreuz. Ich steige hier aus. Ciao, Leonie.
Tschüss, mein Schatz. A list of all the nouns you have learned. Ein Kino, es ist das Kino, so it's neutral. Ein Club, maskulin. Ein Konzert, neutral, das Konzert. Morgen Abend, am Freitag, am Samstag, die Nacht. Auf dem Weg, ich bin auf dem Weg. Und mein Schatz. And the verbs. Gehen, gehen. Note the pronunciation. It might be really weird for you that the ha, the H in the middle, is not pronounced. But the H in the middle very often means that we have to pronounce the other vowel longer than usually. Gehen, gehen. So it's not gehen, gehen. Tanzen, mitkommen. Etwas oder was vorhaben. So was is the colloquial form of etwas, something. Aussteigen. You've maybe realized these small words that are combined with another verb. You can basically sometimes translate it directly, come with, or to get off. We'll have a look at this specific grammar today. First of all, you remember that haben is an irregular verb. We had that last time. Some new adjectives. Klein, süß und ganz. Ganz literally means whole, but we very often use it for very. Like ganz klein, ganz süß, ganz nett. typical for colloquial language. Da is there und gerade could mean straight, but also at the moment. Very often we use it for right now, at the moment. Important phrases, wichtige Ausdrücke. In this whole course you will learn so many small important words that people on the street use every minute, but most textbooks don't care about that because it's very colloquial. But here you learn them all, so that you can really communicate with the people and understand what they are telling you. Schade. Kein Bock. Keine Lust. Correctly, you would have to say keinen Bock, but no one says that. Kein Bock. Keine Ahnung. Kommst du mit? Ich habe keine Zeit. Ich gehe nach Hause. You've probably heard here that I skipped the E at the end. It's very typical. Ich habe keine Zeit. Ich gehe nach Hause. Usually, you can't skip it. You can only skip it for the verb of the first person. Für mich. Ja, genau. Genau. Genau is just a word for yes, actually. And we use it all the time. Genau means, yeah, exactly, right. Genau. Nichts. Doch, natürlich. So, doch is a yes in a negative question or in a negative statement. What does this mean now? So, remember he said, schade, du hast keine Zeit für mich. So this is a negative statement. And then she says, doch. So if she would have said yes, what would it actually mean? For German, a ja would not be clear. Yes, I have time. Yes, I don't have time. So doch means yes, I do have time. We use it all the time. Präpositionen, prepositions. Prepositions are difficult in German. I have to admit that. And you will learn them step by step. Don't worry about that right now. You will learn them with songs, so it will be much easier for you. And we will start slowly by learning small phrases with the prepositions so that they will come naturally for you. Für, ins Kino. Literally it means in das Kino. But we just learn it, ich gehe ins Kino. Ich gehe auf ein Konzert. Mit und nach Hause. So nach Hause, towards home. Now we come to grammar. The first part today is Negation der Verben. Ich arbeite morgen nicht. Mario arbeitet am Freitag nicht. Mario antwortet nicht. Ben geht nicht ins Kino. Leonie arbeitet nicht in klein und süß. Nicht negates a verb. The big question is, where do we place nicht? First of all, we place it always after the variable of time. So morgen am Freitag, it comes afterwards. You can't say, I work not tomorrow, I don't work tomorrow, okay? So this is a typical mistake. Beware. Ich arbeite morgen nicht. So if we enhance these sentences, Ben geht am Freitag nicht ins Kino. Ben arbeitet morgen nicht in klein und süß. For now, try to remember these rules. There will come more, but don't focus too much on them. Rather, listen to the sentences, and by listening, you will make it automatically. So, the negation of nouns is a different topic. Ich habe keine Zeit. Ich habe keinen Bock. Ich habe keine Ahnung. I have no idea. It's declinated according to gender and case. And if you remember, we have Zeit, eine Zeit, so a time, eine, the indefinite article, is declinated the same way as the negative article. We actually do name it negative article, keine, because it works as an article. Might sound confusing at the beginning, but you will get used to it. Just repeat it for you. Ich habe keine Zeit. Ich habe keinen Bock. Du bist super. So, stay focused, make a break, grab a coffee. You have done a lot and you have learned so many small phrases and so important words for now. Your friends will find that amazing. Now comes a different new topic, die Position des Verbs. So the position of the sentence, the word order. And this is, I can promise you, confusing. Well, for us Germans, it's not confusing, but for most people, it is. So we had sentences like this. Morgen Abend arbeite ich lang. Am Samstag gehe ich mit Lisa ins Café. So, the rule is, in a main sentence, the verb is at position 2. Main sentence means we don't have a question and we don't have a conjunction for a subordinate sentence. So main sentence are like the normal statements. So what happens? At position 1, we can have a lot of things. We can have plural of times. Morgen Abend arbeite ich lang. Am Samstag gehe ich mit Lisa ins Café. Freitag gehe ich mit Katrin ins Kino. Und dann gehen wir ins Abgebrannt. Note that und, auch, to, oder, or is like position 0 because it only connects two sentences, but it's not actually within the order. So that was maybe a bit confusing, and this is why we will do an exercise. Du bist dran. So you have sentences here, and you change the sentence, and instead of starting with the subject, ich, you change with these words. Okay, hier kommt die Lösung. Am Freitag arbeite ich nicht. Morgen Abend gehe ich nicht ins Kino. Dann fahre ich nach Hause. Natürlich gehe ich nicht in einen Liebesfilm. So, automatically, when you're speaking, you might want to say, am Freitag, ich arbeite nicht. Like on Friday, I don't work. Well, you know, I'm actually, to be honest, not really strict on rules and stuff. Language is about communication, so it's absolutely fine to make mistakes. It's normal to make mistakes. But there are some rules where I say you should stick to them. You should try to learn this word order. Why? For a German mind, for a German brain, it sounds so strange if you don't follow this word order. So you might be on the level like B1, B2, and your vocabulary might be absolutely fantastic, and your pronunciation is awesome. But if you make mistakes here, Germans still have the feeling you really struggle with German. Try to stick to that concept. Listen to the dialogue so many times and repeat them until this word order comes natural for you. And just think, in English it's, on Friday work I not. Tomorrow morning go I to the cinema. That's it. The third part of grammar, trennbare Verben, separable verbs. So, remember the dialogue. Kommst du mit ins Kino? Wir schauen Verliebt in Berlin an. So, to be honest, I can totally understand that this mit and the an kind of confusing. What happens here? We have a verb mitkommen, and the prefix really comes at the end. Ich komme mit. Er kommt ins Kino mit. Sie kommt nicht ins Kino mit. Anschauen. Ich schaue einen Liebesfilm an. Wir schauen den neuen Film nicht an. Er schaut Horrorfilme an. In all these sentences, the prefix comes at the very end, although it clearly belongs to the verb. This is, for German learners, totally confusing, and it's hard to speak like this. You always have to have in mind, oh, I still have to use this prefix. But the good thing is, in colloquial language, it is fine to put the prefix a bit further, like, kommst du mit ins Kino? Wir schauen Verliebt in Berlin an. So it works that you place, for example, the place just afterwards. But you should get used to it, but this will come after time, so don't be stressed out right now. Everything will be fine with a bit of practice and time. Let's have another example. Ich habe am Samstag nichts vor. Ich steige hier aus. Ich habe am Samstag nichts vor. Leonie hat am Freitagabend was vor. Ich steige hier aus. Leonie steigt hier nicht aus. So, if you're still watching this video, I can only say, du bist super. 100 Punkte, 100 points for you. And let's have a look at the second dialogue of this video where you repeat everything that we have done so far.
Hi, Julia. Hier ist Mario. Was machst du gerade?
Ich bin auf dem Weg nach Hause.
Was hast du am Wochenende vor?
Am Samstag habe ich nichts vor.
Okay, cool. Gehen wir ins Kino? Oder auf ein Konzert? Oder ins Abgebrannt?
Tanzen? Nein, keine Lust. Ins Kino? Warum nicht? And the pronunciation at the end, because it's just too important. So, these sounds, st, sp, sh, are all this sh sound. And we had some words like this. Schade, aussteigen, ich steige aus, ich spreche Französisch, er spricht Deutsch.
Schade. Aussteigen. Ich steige aus. Ich spreche Französisch.